Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you guys for joining me again. My name is Wilkie and we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Arena, which essentially is a Black Desert Battle Royale, not Battle Royale, but Battle Royale-ish game. For those of you familiar with it, this was also I want to call sub-mode or game mode in the original Black Desert itself, and now they ported it out and made it sorta-ish its own game. And why I keep saying sorta-ish, because there are little differences. Some are minuscule, some are majorly different, and I'll be going over a few things here and there to show you what I mean. Also, don't get stuck up with a weird resolution. This is because I'm playing in window mode right now to have it easier with recording. The gameplay itself is going to be true full screen later on. First of all, the main difference, or one of the key features here, is that you have classes to pick. So generally right now we have 9 classes, our Jardine Ducas. I mean, some of these should be very familiar with you. John Wa is a very obvious reference to Mawa. This is a Sork. This one's a Giant or Berserker. Haru is supposed to be Kunoichi. Her one is a Witch. Orwen is a Ranger. Goyen is a Warrior. And Badal the Golden is very obviously Striker reference. Why I say reference is because there are some skills that are very similar, if not identical, to the ones in Black Desert itself, but there is also moves and things that did not exist in Black Desert and are fundamentally different. So while these give you a sort of more or less direction of how the character may play, what I highly suggest if you're starting out is to just go play in practice mode and check out the classes so you know what they're doing, what their skills look like, because this is very vital for your success in the game. If you don't know what the spells look like, if you don't know what the character is capable of, it's going to be a major drawback for you in the long run. I mean, you can obviously learn the hard way, but it doesn't take long. You can just click on here, the item will skip over that, and just ready, and then you're going to be loading in. But I don't want to be talking about classes in general. Just want to give you guys an idea of what the game currently consists. So we have 9 classes. Class balance, I'm not going to be talking about it because it's closed beta and it's downright tilted towards one character very obviously. But as you can see, you know, this is the auto attack, this is side attack. But there are other moves that do not really look like the ones in the game itself. Anyways, this is just what I meant with it sorta looks like BDO, but it's not actually BDO, so there are differences. I already mentioned it, it's closed beta, so things are bound to change. They currently only have a limited amount of time the servers are running, so check that one out. If you want access, what I did is currently Black Desert itself is for free, and if you add that to your Steam library, you can also try out Shadow Arena. It's a separate game in your Steam library. You don't have to touch Black Desert, you can just download Shadow Arena. Other ways are key giveaways. Lots of streamers are doing key giveaways. There's websites, Alienware Arena, stuff like that. You can very easily Google it. So if you want access, this is the way to go. Now, let's jump back into the main menu. I just want to show you a few quirks that I noticed, and that there is some form of progression within this Battle Royale. And this progression is lined up to the skills. For example, if you call in skills, you can spend these skill stones, which you get when leveling up, and you can enhance certain skills and use them within the arena or your battle royale-ish. So this is sort of progression. I'm not sure if there's any further progression plan, what the actual plans look like later on. As you can see here, I took this one and I have a skill out on extra damage 4.75%. This is a little bit different to most other Battle Royale games, but it makes sense, and this is more or less leaned towards a MMORPG being more or less transformed into a Battle Royale. It probably gets more evident when I show you the gameplay footage what I'm trying to talk about here. The other thing is that there are items. However, they don't usually function the way you would or you think. By playing and picking a class, the next step is you can take one item with you into the match. The thing is, you do have to complete a mission. Usually that consists just kill a certain amount of mobs or players, and then you get said item within the game. I'm not quite sure how important this feature is. I used it a couple times. I will probably have to use it because my slots are gone. I'm not sure if there is further differences or if there is a very good or bad way to use it. But for now, I didn't really use it all that much because usually either you end up having all the gear you want. There's a good chance that if you take certain gear with you, as you can see, you can only take one item with you. You might not get to unlock it because you don't get all the kills, or you find the item you have in your stash already, and, you know. There are a few things that are there, which are, I would call them unique to this game. But, yeah. Anyways, last thing, or the last two things I want to be talking about here is I don't know how the business model looks like. I didn't do all that much research on it. There is a shop in here which presumably houses what? Question mark? I assume that there's going to be stuff like skins, maybe skill stones, XP boosts since you can get the masteries from mastery boosts, stuff like that, maybe silver. I don't know if there is going to be any pay to win involved or not. I don't want to deny it. I don't see how they would do it or why they would do it, because that would ultimately just outright kill the game. But this is really a question mark for me. I don't know if this is going to be pay to win or not. Right now it's not. The shop is not there, so you can't even buy things. Ultimately, we don't know how the business model is going to be look like. Whether you have to buy Shadow Arena, whether it's going to be free to play with cash up. As I said, I very highly suspect skins to be there, boosts for mastery ranks, maybe skill stones, maybe silver for the items. But I don't really know what their plans are, so this is going to be taken with a grain of salt. We don't know where this is going. Right now, it's in closed beta, and I do thoroughly enjoy it without, well, with a bunch of things that kind of annoy me, but generally right now I can't really comment on if that's going to be paid to win or not, or how the business model is going to be look like. Last but not least, pros and cons I want to give you, or there's a very big con. It's Black Desert. Now this can also be listed as a pro because a lot of people like Black Desert. The con I have is the game suffers the same issues Black Desert suffered at the start. Very, very weird performance, janky combat, desync is there. It wasn't as terrible as I experienced it on Black Desert, but it is there. So you will expect your CCs not to work, or not the way you want them to work. And there's other few things where, you know, the combat system plays a bit of a RNG itself, whether or not your moves are going to work. But maybe they'll fix it. We have yet to see. Also, the other thing is, class imbalance, I mentioned it. Goyen the Warrior is downright broken, and you can very easily see that if you check the world rankings. Outside of the 12 players, the most played is this one's Goyen. We have Witch, and we have Haru. And that's it. And down, like, the further you get down, it gets a little bit more mixed, but this should give you a clear indication that Goyen is definitely one of the strongest picks right now. Not to mention others that are useless, but Goyen is a very safe pick. I'm currently ranked 173, so I'm not really that far down. I personally prefer Striker right now. I did also play Goyen, and man, he's just an absolute beast. He's fun to play, not gonna deny that, but yeah, it's just there that he's definitely top tier right now. The other things, as I mentioned, is the combat system turns out to be a little bit iffy at times, and for me, I'm not sure if that's a personal issue, but back in Black Desert when it was new, performance was downright horrible, and I do suffer the same things here. I start the game, I run at 120 FPS. Usually after the second, max the third match, my frames drop to 30. I'm not sure if that's if I get a memory leak, if my PC is too old. Not entirely sure. It's definitely not a bottleneck I see because all of the components are not loaded. So it leads me to believe that this is the same issue Black Desert had back when it launched, when it was really bad in terms of performance. Anyways, this is really going to be it. I will stream this game more or less regularly. The beta is still running, I think, for 7 days straight. So you can expect me to stream this game. If you want to check my stream out, then I highly suggest following on the link down below. And I will post the announcement on Twitter and Facebook, and usually also post it on YouTube as a, thingy. You can now post on YouTube. You don't have to post a video. You can post like a post thingy. And yeah, this is going to be it. As I said, I'm going to be adding one video where I actually managed to win. This is my only win so far. I'm not very glorious in terms of how the match ended, but I did manage to get a win, and I will show you guys how that looks like. It's taken from my stream. Anyways, if you want anything else to know, then feel free to let me know in the comments, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video or on stream, or maybe both. So have a good one and see ya. So, schauen wir mal. Beschreibung und so passt, denke ich, oder? Okay, na dann. Let's go! Passt alles, okay. Echt, Kollege. Das sieht doch schon mal gut aus. Easy Game, easy Start. Da oben wreckt einer wieder alles. Der Freeze, ne? Ja. Ja, ist er. So, der hat's Loot gehabt, oder nicht? Hm. Schauen wir mal, was der Typ jetzt kann oder nicht kann. Echt. What? What? Wie ist das Hasse da? Die weg. Und da kommt wieder der Warrior, der einfach alles wreckt. Als ob. Gleich tot, no. Keine Pots mehr zu haben, ist natürlich sehr prickelnd. Oh, was ist da bitte? Danke dir. Naja. Irgendwie muss man ja anfangen, ne? Oh Gott. Oh. Echt jetzt? Hm? Oh. Jo. Hm. Einer da und da ist keine Ahnung wo. Sagt Quali, keine Ahnung wie das aussieht in Full HD. Bei dem Game kackt eh immer die Bitrate sowieso ab, von daher. Ruckeln soll es aber glaube ich nicht, ne? So, 3, 4, 5, okay, ich hab alle. nein. What? So. Oh Gott.